Hello, my people. Larry Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. So did y'all hear what the tabloids said, right? Colombia is most dangerous country on this planet. And before, when Harry and Meghan went to Nigeria, they said Nigeria was the most dangerous country on the planet. But I'm gonna let y'all guys watch this video here. Tell me if UK is safe. Okay? Let's talk. Watch this and tell me.
Violent attacks against women on British railways have more than doubled since 2021. New data shows the number of crimes against women and girls rose by 50% and the number of sexual offences jumped up by 10%. Unacceptable behaviour such as touching, upskirting or indecent exposures being experienced by women more than ever, with 51% of female victims stating that other rail passengers intervened to try to help. Safeguarding Minister Jess Phillips says violence against women and girls is a national emergency.
The government have made it incredibly clear that tackling the scourge of violence against women and girls is part of its core mission. We consider it to be a national emergency, and that won't just change overnight. This is going to take the leaders of government working across every government department, making sure that in our education system, for example, that the attitudes that end with men on our transport systems harassing and assaulting women are dealt with at source.
Did y'all hear that? Violence against women. And all this one is happening in public. We're not talking about the DV allegations hidden in the houses, okay? We're talking about public attack. But guess what? They are dividing that attack towards immigrants. And I'm telling you, no immigrants doing anything. It's them people. These people are pedo themselves. These people are perverts, horrible people, inbreds. That's what they do. They lack morals. And the narcissism in them is really not giving them peace. You are talking about Colombia, talking about Nigeria. Meanwhile, yours is just right there. It's on your TV. This is tabloids channel, for God's sake. GB News reporting it. It's not being reported some other really straightforward and good media. It's being reported by the tabloids. Because y'all guys ain't got no shame, no integrity, no morals. You have the audacity to talk about other countries. Y'all have your own issues. Work on your racism. You have bigger issues. And guess what? I couldn't thank God more that you Brexited. Because you do not belong to European Union. With your terrible, bitter hearts, racism, you belong to where you are there. Let's wait in a few years. And guess what? Just watch. You're going to see the European Union. They don't believe in this nonsense in the European Union. They're going to wash their hands. And these people are going to become refugees. These ones here. They're going to become immigrants themselves. Watch me. We're talking about Europe here. We ain't talking about no... So in this next video, there is this guy here who really need to go mind his geriatric business. But guess what? He's all behind the Harry and Meghan. He just can't leave them alone. That racism just can't calm down. He aged doing what he's doing, hating on people of color. And he just can't even stop. He's close to his grave. I mean, this is ridiculous. This dude is somebody's grandfather. Just imagine what his grandbabies are even thinking about him. It's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. Racism is horrible, people. If you were born in one of those families, I know you did not choose to be born in one of those families, because I tell you, those people learned that racism from their parents. But guess what? Growing up and continuing with that same ideology of hate, it's a choice. You ain't got no shame. And you ain't got no excuses. Because you could change to be a better human being. Why do you hate anyone? Why do you hate Megan so much? Because she's just darn cuter than anyone in your family. That's why you were so painful, hurting. You were in pain because you just don't want to see her beauty. You lack that inbred.
Should we be laughing at this or not, Charles? I can't quite believe it.
Well, yesterday when I heard the news, Stephen, I had to check the calendar to make sure it wasn't April the 1st. That they've accepted this invitation to Colombia. Now, the UK Foreign Office advises against travel to certain parts of Colombia. Cali, which is one of the places where they're going to, being one of them. The United States goes even further and tells its citizens, please change your plans if you're going to Colombia because of the civil unrest and possibly of kidnapping. I'm not suggesting that Harry and Meghan are in any danger of being kidnapped because they'll have total security. But it is ridiculous. This guy is fighting Britain because he says it's too dangerous for him to bring his wife here. That's the wife who doesn't really want to come here in any case. And yet he has accepted an invitation with his wife to go to Colombia. Yeah, as we say, Dawn, you couldn't make it up.
Yeah, this dude is almost on the way to go meet with his maker, but he just can't stay out of anyone goddamn business. That's what Walls says out here. Mind your damn business. You heard me. There is violence every single way in these people's country. Watch this next video. Play.
Broad daylight. Is this a new phenomenon in Britain?
I don't think it's a new phenomenon, but it's a growing scourge. As you clearly said, only 2 weeks after Southport, here we are again. And yet Leicester Square is the centre of so much crime. Pickpocketing, robbery, antisocial behaviour, and much, much more. And unfortunately, it is largely left to private security companies to try and keep Leicester Square safe. It should be an area with a 24-hour police presence. Now, we know thousands of police officers are elsewhere on standby for any other outbreaks of violent disorder, rioting, in other words. But even when they're not, this area is not regularly foot patrolled by the police, and is yet, regrettably, another example of the police in the UK surrendering the streets to the criminals, and this, sadly, is the lawlessness that follows.
Yeah, you heard what this guy spoke about. It's not safe. This is a public area in the United Kingdom. And I believe it's in London. That's their capital city. Not coming out of my mouth. So y'all want to sit down there, call other countries dangerous? But guess what? Good thing y'all speak from both sides of your mouths. I found your video. And there it is. for educational purposes only. Yes. We haven't heard anything about Colombia. We saw Harry and Meghan, they're really enjoying their lives in that Colombia for these 4 days they were invited. And they've been hanging out with some Afro-Colombians. They just made Meghan feel at home. Everybody looks like Meghan's mama there. Very cute and beautiful. You talking about the neighbor's house? When your ceiling is also leaking rainwater. In your bedroom. It's easy to blame other countries, isn't it? But guess what? This is my Timu eyelashes. I told you all about this Timu eyelashes. $5. And this eyelashes, it's with no glue. You use it with no glue. You do not need no glue to put this on. You put them with no glue on. Timu eyelashes, $5. Let's play the last video, and on this note, I'm gonna leave y'all guys right here, and I'm gonna talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. So this last video here, we're gonna continue with more violence. This one here is violence on tourists. They're blaming an immigrant from Bulgaria or Romania, one or the other. But guess what? The United Kingdom belongs to y'all guys, and therefore you need to keep it safe. If the immigrants are coming there to do whatever they are doing, it means y'all not doing your job. Your country is not safe. Shut up. All right, people. So please share my videos, all right? Yes, share my videos. Share my videos to all those other social medias out there. I'll talk to y'all guys later. Bye for now. I love you.
32-year-old Yohan Pintaru has been remanded in custody after being charged with attempted murder and possession of an offensive weapon. Mr. Pintaru, a Romanian citizen, is said to have stabbed an 11-year-old tourist 8 times, where she suffered wounds to her face, neck, shoulder and wrist area. She is still in a major London hospital where she is being treated for serious but not life-threatening injuries. Now, the district judge here, Michael Snow, said that fortunately members of the public intervened, which prevented any further injury being made to the child. He said officers were called and found the defendant being held by members of the public. He was detained and searched at Leicester Square, where a knife was found on his person. In relation to the complainant, she is still facing treatment for those serious injuries, and the district judge, Michael Snow, also said that Mr. Pintaru must remain in custody pending his next appearance at the Old Bailey via video link on the 10th of September due to the nature and seriousness of the allegations.